So I've been listening to the Freddie Gibbs album Bandana, produced by Madlib, for 2 straight weeks. 2 straight weeks. Like, listen, when I say 2 straight weeks, I mean just the album alone. Okay, this has been a rotation for 2 straight weeks. Like, I don't have time at this point to really listen to anybody else. Well, I'll take that back. I did listen to Benny the Butcher's album, which is also dope. But for the most part, uh, the plugs I met. For the most part, I've been listening to Bandana, okay, Mad Gibbs, Freddie Gibbs, and Madlib Bandana, 2 straight weeks, and I must say that this album is the most complete album this year, hands down. And I listen to a lot of albums, a lot of music, as you can see on my playlist, and I gotta say, this album is the most complete album this year. If this ain't album of the year, I don't know what is. This is definitely album of the year, in my opinion. Um, and I must say that also that Madlib's production on here is phenomenal. Um, I think it's a combination of Madlib creating beats for um, Madlib creating beats for Freddie Gibbs to get out of his comfort zone for the most part, and then there's some beats that are perfect for Freddie Gibbs. Like, for instance, Madlib made a trap beat. You know, Half Man Cocaine. The first beat on Half Man Cocaine is a trap beat, which is obviously, Madlib is not known for trap beats, but he made a trap beat, which is actually pretty damn dope, and it still has his signature, sound. Madlib has a signature sound. He has a lo-fi sound that sounds dirty. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't sound like it's mixed properly, but it works. It's done like that on purpose. And that's his signature style. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to hear a whole bunch of 808s, bass and stuff like that from Madlib beats. You're not. You're going to get this raw, uncut, dirty, lo-fi sound. You know what I'm saying? From his beats. And if you understand how quirky his production is, only a few can do things with a Madlib production the way, well, I wouldn't say a few, just pretty much Freddie Gibbs. You know what I'm saying? He's able to find a pocket in a beat from Madlib and just go ham on it. You know what I'm saying? He's able to find a pocket, a cadence on it, and just go crazy with a Madlib beat. You know what I'm saying? A Madlib beat can just be something so quirky, and he's able to find a pocket to it. You know what I'm saying? And a perfect example of that is the beat switch on Half Man Cocaine, from the trap beat to another beat that he switched his flow so effortlessly on that song. And there's a whole bunch of beat switches, you wouldn't expect from, from this album. You got Fake Names with a beat switch. I think Practice has a beat switch as well. But anyway, listen, the production is phenomenal on this album. It's phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And again, I think the beats that Madlib made for or selected for Freddie Gibbs is a combination of Freddie Gibbs getting out of his comfort zone, and also the fact that showcasing showcasing Freddie Gibbs' talent. You know what I'm saying? He's able to, his flow and his cadence on these tracks are just crazy. You know what I'm saying? He's able to go in on a rhythm, on a beat, and just switch up flows and cadences like effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? It's a really great talent that he has, that he's able to portray and go on a Madlib beat. Um, let's talk about some of the tracks. All the tracks are dope, man. You know what I'm saying? I would say that I can listen to this album from front to back. I do skip the intro, but I play every track on here without skipping any tracks at all. The only track don't I don't have that much of a high praise for is probably practice. Probably practice. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, every track on here is about a 9 out of 10, if not a 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? My favorite track on here is Cataracts. The beat, the sample, it reminds me of like 1985 driving in a Cadillac with my uncle somewhere, because he had I think he had a Cadillac Coupe de Ville or something like that, and he had Dayton's and he had a hydraulic system. You know what I'm saying? And it reminded me of that. It takes me back to my like childhood when I was 5, 6 years old. That beat and the way Freddie Gibbs flows on that track is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Good for my cataracts. I love that. I love that saying, that phrase. Eating good food, good for my I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as the subject matter for the album, of course, Freddie Gibbs is known for cocaine raps, drug raps, but he also can do retrospective raps. You know what I'm saying? Talk about past relationships. Give you game on issues in black society pertaining to racism and how we need to take back what's ours, like he said on Flat Tummy Tea. You know what I'm saying? Knock white Jesus off the white horse. You know what I'm saying? He says something like, if we don't take it back, we don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Just gems like that. It's really dope. I love the album. For me, like I said, it's the most complete album this year in terms of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Education is a super dope track, man. As far as what I heard, because I know this sample was used by Kanye West on Nas's album last year. Now, from what I heard is that Kanye West actually had the Madlib beat. So Madlib produced this track before Kanye did, except that Kanye was sitting on a bunch of Madlib beats that he didn't use. And so when Kanye heard the track, he was like, okay, this is dope, but I gotta flip this myself. So he wound up making his own version of this beat that Madlib did. So technically, Madlib did the beat first. He had the idea first, and Kanye pretty much ran with it and took it. But Education is a super dope track. All the features are perfectly. They are perfect. Like, Education is a perfect beat that Madlib would do for Mos Def and Black Thought. And believe it or not, Black Thought's never rhymed on a Madlib beat. This is his first beat on a Madlib production, which is crazy. You would think that somebody coming from the, J Dilla school of thought, the J Dilla production, repertoire, that he would already have rhymed over a Madlib beat, and he hasn't. This is his first time, which is crazy. Mos Def has rhymed over Madlib beats before. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a super dope track. Palm Olive with Pusha T. Oh my God, Pusha T. Oh my God, that whole verse is classic, man. Like, let me tell you something about like drug raps, right? I've always been a guy that's really been into, in terms of movies and films. I've loved crime, drama, urban films. You know what I'm saying? That portray us blacks, surviving, selling drugs, or being drug abusers in the street life. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be moving weight, cocaine, heroin, whatever. I've always been intrigued by that culture, intrigued by films like that. And so when rappers rap about that in their rhymes, especially how they deliver it, I can understand and picture everything they're saying. So when Pusha T rhymes about the drug life and the drug game and stuff like that, I can visualize everything he says like I'm watching a movie. And that's exactly what he did on that verse he did on Palm Olive. Super dope. Obama opened his arms knowing that I was a criminal. You know what I'm saying? Still sketching out my memoirs with my cocaine hand. Oh my God. That's And then you had Killer Mike doing the hook, just the hook itself, and that was perfect. The way that he did the hook, telling up and coming drug dealers, what I'm saying, you got to make your money. Watch for 5-0, stuff like that. It's an amazing track. I love that track. And then Jonas with Anderson .Paak, man. It seemed like to me, an Anderson .Paak song featuring Freddie Gibbs. That's what it seemed like to me. It's still dope, but Anderson .Paak pretty much overpowered that song, I would say. He did a phenomenal job. The hook, the verses, the just switching flows on the verses is phenomenal. So overall, man, this album is super dope. I love this album. I'm still playing it. You know what I'm saying? Without skipping a beat. I love the beats on here. All the samples is dope. I think there's a video on YouTube where it breaks down how all the samples are used. Now, it's not. It's what's funny about Madlib's productions, right? It's so incredibly simple and complex. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So some of the beats seem like they're simple. Like, okay, he took a sample and looped it. It's not that simple. Like, for instance, let me see what beat is that. Crime Pays, for instance, right? Okay, so there's an original sample on Crime Pays, and you can basically find where he looped the sample. But at the same time, there's other elements on the track that has samples and other elements that you don't know where he got it from. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Flat Tummy T. He sampled a track that RZA did, right? That first beat. But there's other elements on that beat that he put other effects and samples on it, which makes the beat more complex. So he has a very simple but very complex production style. And it's one of a kind, man. His signature style is, like I said, is dirty, it's lo-fi, it's raw, it's uncut. You know what I'm saying? It's like you listen to a track when you grew up in the 70s or the 80s on vinyl on your stereo system where it's cracking, what I'm saying, the speakers are cracking and you hear the hissing sound. I love that raw sound. That's what I like. You know what I'm saying? And Madlib tries to recreate that. So I think that's super dope. But yeah, those are my thoughts about the album, man. Like I said, most complete album this year. I love this album, Bandana. How does it compare to Pinata? I don't think. Okay, so for me, I think they're two different albums. You know what I'm saying? And people people want to automatically say, "Oh, well, Pinata's still better. It's a classic, but Bandana's good." But I think I put it as two different albums. I think Pinata is his own. You know what I'm saying? Got his own lane, and Bandana got his own lane. Pinata still holds up today. If Pinata was released today, it would still be super dope. But I think Bandana is just something different. But at the same time, for me, in my opinion, just as good, if not better. And I could be prisoner of the moment. Maybe I got to go back and listen to Pinata, because Pinata is still a dope album, still a super dope production. But I think Bandana is not only for this year the most complete album this year, but you can put it as Bandana's like Madlib's best work to date. You know what I'm saying? Best work to date as far as production, I would say. So, those are my thoughts about that, family. Leave your comments down below if you heard the album. Let me know what you guys think. And also, if you have any other nominations for Album of the Year, leave your comments down below in the comment section, family. Make sure you subscribe to my new YouTube channel about battle rap. It's called I Am Battle Tested. I Am Battle Tested, where I talk about all battle rap. Anything to do with battle rap and the battle rap culture is on I Am Battle Tested. All right, family, those are my quick thoughts about that. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about the the album Freddie Gibbs and Madlib Bandana. I think is the most complete and best album of the year. Till next time, family. Chauncey signing out. Peace.